皆さん、こんにちは。お元気ですか？リサです。Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is Can you guess this kanji? It's a challenge video just like the one I brought for hiragana. So this one is for kanji. I will bring one more for katakana. Okay. This is a 5-second challenge video. For hiragana, it was 3 seconds. So of course, it's very fair to give more time for kanji. Don't worry, these are all N5 level kanji, so they aren't really that hard as you think. So the rules instructions are very simple. There will be a word given to you in kanji. You have to try to guess the word's meaning within 5 seconds and how it's pronounced, okay? So the word can be like, I can give you simply a single kanji and tell me what it means, or I can give you a word written in kanji. Yeah, I hope you're getting what I mean. And 5 seconds are like, I think they are fair enough if you are an intermediate, but I don't know if it's a beginner watching this video, so you know yourself the best. So depending upon how much familiar you are with kanji, give yourself more or less time, okay? And like, to be very honest, this test is not at all a judgment criteria for you to, like, you're good at it or not. So please don't judge yourself on the basis of this test. It's just like a normal, that kind of test. So yeah, pause this video if you want. Feel free to take more time. That's very okay. Shall we get started now? 始めましょう. Let's get started. The first word. Right on your screen. 5 seconds to go. Time's over. This is 男の子. 男の子. Now, if you try to spell this kanji, okay, first let me tell you what this means. It means boy. Boy. The first kanji is otoko, which is male. I'm not like this kanji stands for male. The nuance that comes is male. And second kanji is for kid. So male kid, boy. Makes sense. Similarly, female kid, onnanoko, and it means girl, right? So yeah. Again, if you want to break this kanji again into parts, it's like the rice field kanji and the kanji for power. So the one who uses his power to work in rice fields were generally male. We're talking about the olden days Japan. So males use their power to work in the rice field. That's how we can remember it. And the second is right, straightforward. It's you have to memorize it. So otoko no ko, boy. Number 2 is this. Time starts now. Okay, this means nansai. Nansai. Now, literally, if you translate, it's what age? What age? But in English, we say how many years old, right? The sai is the counter for age. There are so many counters in Japanese, like seriously. So you can understand my frustration from my voice. Nansai, how many years old? The first kanji is actually nani. So if I would have given it alone, it was nani. But since it is appearing with another kanji, especially starting with the s sound, so most of the time it becomes a nan. Okay, nan. The kanji for counter of age traditionally is different, and it's like very complicated, like into 20 times than this. This one is the simplified version, which is used recently. So we can stick to either, but I think this one is easier, so you should go for this. Why take the hard one when you have an easy option? Number 3 is this. Try to guess it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. This is ani. Ani is brother, but especially elder brother. And did you know that there are 2 ways to refer to family members? First, on the basis of your family member and somebody else's family member in Japanese. I think you know, but in case if you don't, I have a video on that. So, ani is elder brother. And this time, if you try to guess the meaning using the radicals, you must have failed. Because the first is the mouth radical, and the second is the leg radical. So, like, mouth and leg, how do they combine to become brother? I don't understand. So, you can't really have a nice plan for every kanji. Sometimes you really just have to memorize them. In fact, that is the first and very obvious option. So, yeah. How do I remember this? I had a mnemonic. The one who eats a lot while walking is my elder brother. That's not the truth, but yeah, that's how I remember it. The one who often eats while walking. Yeah, he has the habit to eat while walking. That's how I can remember it. Elder brothers. Number 4. Do you have an elder brother? I do. Number 4 is this. I'm starting now. Okay, this is sensei. It's one of those few words you were like introduced for the first time when you learned Japanese. Sensei is such an obvious word, and you must be knowing that it means teacher. Literally, it's not teacher actually. It means expert, I would say. Expert in the field of teaching, particularly, I'm specifying teaching field, that is kyoshi, which is literally teacher. But you see that sensei is also used to referring to doctors in Japan, so therefore it's not really teacher, but yeah, it's translated to teacher. That's fine. So if you guys refer to me as sensei, it's like the as in expert. So I feel so honored when you do that. But I don't think I'm that great to be called a sensei. So what I think is senpai is a good word when you want to refer to me, because I have more experience than you, and that's it. I'm not great. Like you guys are better than me every day, every time. You guys teach me something else. Ah, anyways, I'm getting emotional. Number 5 is Anya's Queen, and it's very similar to the previous one we saw. Try to guess this. Try. I messed with the timing. 3, 2, 1. This is gakse. Gakse. Now, people tend to, mispronounce this as gakuse. Not literally gakusei. Like each hiragana is gakusei, but when you pronounce them together, it's like gakse, gakse. The pronunciation is very different than the hiragana characters here. So the u sound in the letter ku is not pronounced. It's simply k sound. And se with an e becomes a long se instead of sei. Se, a long sound. So gakse, that's how you pronounce this. That's not the point of this lesson, but still. So gakse. This is the kanji. Second kanji is the same as we saw in sensei, and the pronunciation also remains the same. And the first kanji is like it's seen when in words related to study and all. So yeah, you can remember the one who is born to study is a student. So this kanji means student. Number 6 is this. Like it's so obvious. It's like a bonus point for you guys. I'm sure everyone knows this kanji. This is Nihongo. Nihongo. And don't tell me to, tell what this word means. It means Japanese. I'm gonna tell this too. Nihongo is Japanese. Now the first kanji is for sun, or it means it's also used as the kanji for day. Second is hon, but the kanji for book, but it can also mean origin. And the third is the kanji for languages. So the name of the country plus go stands for the language of that country. Very simple, right? So just take the name of the country and add go. In English, it's a bit different, right? Because France becomes French, Germany becomes German, India becomes Indian, and British or UK is English. I know they're different, but in Japanese, most of the times it's very easy. Just the name of the country plus go. If I say, tell me French, what's French in Japanese? It's France plus go. France in Japanese is France, and you add go. Very simple. By the way, Nihon is basically sun origins. Sun origins. So this kanji can mean origin. So the land where the sun origin is called Japan, or Japan is called the land of the rising sun, because sun actually origins from that side, and go is the counter. Anyways, a lot of talk. Number 7 is this. Time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. This is Sukoshi. Sukoshi. If you notice, this actually comes from the kanji for small, less. Don't confuse it with small. That is different. This is the kanji for less, and it means. So you can guess that the entire meaning of this word is also going to be similar to less. It's a bit or little. Okay. Number 8 is this. It's a very common word. Okay, along with telling me what kanji it is, you guys have to tell me what it is. Like what part of speech it is. Okay, so this kanji is ski. Ski together. This word is ski, and ski is what speech of word? What speech of what part of speech? Yeah, what part of speech? If you guys think it's verb to like, you're wrong. It's not the verb. In Japanese, ski is an adjective. It's a na adjective. And why do you need to know that whether it's an adjective or a noun or whether it's a verb? Because then the conjugation differs. So if you think it's a verb and you start conjugating it like a verb, you'll definitely go the wrong way. So it's a na adjective, and the na is like invisible. It's ski na actually. Na is invisible. And you conjugate it like a na adjective. So ski, ski janai, ski datta, ski janakatta. That's how you conjugate. So remember, so that's why I do not always think that ski means to like. Ski, rather think it's likable. So that will remember, that will always keep on reminding to you that it's an adjective. Ski, if you look at the kanji, it's made up of the radical for woman and the radical for kid. How should I remember this? Now, the most likable person to a mother, which is a woman here, is his or her kid. Right? So likable comes in the statement. That's how you can remember it. It's a cute little mnemonic or something. So that's how I remember it. Number 9 is this on your screen, minasan. Time starts now. Too much of drama, Lisa. Okay. This is the kanji for asa. Asa means morning. Don't confuse it with kesa. Kesa is this morning. Asa is morning. Morning. Okay. Number 10 is this. Single kanji. Okay, I'll give you a hint. This is something related to time. It's ima. Ima means now. Now, this kanji has the meaning, or it has the sense of now. So in the words related to now, like this week, this year, this person, no, not this person. This week, this year, this week, or this month, or whatever. This, the meaning of this will always be represented by this kanji, okay? So that's why kanjis are like unique, because they are not bound to the thing. The meaning, they are an idea. An idea represents everything. I don't make sense, I know. You might be wondering that. The next is number 11. This is namae. Namae. And mai is only alone, it means in front. Mai. Now namae is name, and coincidentally the pronunciation is a bit same. Name, namae. Ugh. So yeah, if you like na, M stands for ma, and then there's an E which is pronounced as A in Japanese. What a coincidence. Number 12 is this. Again, hint, it's related to time. Okay, everyone would have guessed the first kanji and might have stuck on the second one. The second one is pronounced as ji over here. It's ichiji, 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. Now, first kanji is for ichi, a simple horizontal stroke, the first kanji that you learn. And this one is ji. Ji, it's meaning a clock here, but when it comes with a kanji for gate, that becomes jikan. Jikan means hour. Hour, okay? So, ichi jikan, 1 hour. But this means ichiji, 1 o'clock. There's a difference, right? Number 13 is this. It's simple. Okay, it's hayai. Hayai means early. Early. Number 14 is this. Again, it's related to time. Yeah, a time vocabulary. Okay, the first kanji is mai, and the second kanji is nichi. The same as we saw in Nihongo, right? The first kanji was this. So I said that this is when kanji's pronunciation will change. Not necessarily like this kanji in Nihongo stands for simply ni, but here it means nichi. So the pronunciation is different, but the meaning is the same. So nichi means day over here, mai means every, so it means every day. You can literally figure out the meaning just by looking at the kanjis. That's the power of kanji. Number 15 is this hamster-san. Okay, this is omoshiroi. Omoshiroi can mean funny or interesting either. If you simply look at this part, this is shiroi, which is white. So if I would have given you simply this, it was shiroi, which is white, but together it's omoshiroi, which is funny or interesting. There's like, I don't have a mnemonic for this. The one which are easy to remember for me, I just don't have any mnemonic, so I can share with you guys. But I'm sure you have something or the other, so please let me know in the comments. That would be great for anyone who's trying to learn something new. Thank you. This is what? I was about to say the answer actually. But then I was like, this is what? Okay, this is the kanji for tomodachi. Tomodachi is friend. Friend. You are my universe. You are my tomodachi. Okay, I am an army and a blink. Tomodachi is friend. Number 17 is on your screen. This one. It's not related to time, okay? This time. Okay, this is kaisha. Kaisha is office. Office of the workplace. Number 18 is this. Very common. I think you might be knowing this. So the previous two ones were a bit tricky, I think. A bit rare. Not rare, but maybe you could have not seen them before. This is yasumi. Yasumi. And what should I explain in this? I think everyone knows this kanji because it's a super common example that is given when you are teaching somebody kanji. Because this is a kind of kanji which gets its meaning by its parts, its radicals. So it is made up of two radicals. The first is the radical for person, and the second is the radical for tree. Tree. So person leaning on a tree is trying to rest, right? So this, when it comes with like yasumu, when it's yasumu, as in the verb, it is to rest. But here you see it's yasumi. That means it's a noun. So in noun, it's holiday. Holiday. So you can think like, when do we rest? We rest on holidays, right? So yasumi, holiday. Yasumu, to rest. It makes sense, right? A person leaning on a tree is resting. Number 19 is this. It's not easy to guess from its radicals, so okay. This means, see, I had a great pictograph to remember this on my phone, and okay, it's a bit cringy, but I'm gonna let you know. This means roof, right? And what was that? In olden times, people used to keep pigs under their roof, or you can say in olden time, people used to have pigs at their house. So this is roof, which can mean house, and this is the kanji for. Now it's not the kanji for pig, but it looks like a pig. I don't know. It doesn't look like a pig here, but in that pictograph, I don't know. It was so cute over there. I could literally see a pig in this. So yeah, think of this as the two legs of the pig, and this is the stomach part. And this is the tail. So a vertical pig. Okay, vertical pig. So yeah, pig under the roof. So people used to keep pigs in their house. What the hell am I speaking? This is house. This is kanji for house. Memorize it. Don't remember the pig and all. That's senseless. Okay. This is the kanji for otoko no hito. Otoko no hito. Now, very obviously, the first word which we saw had this kanji. So if you guys were paying attention from the beginning, you guys know that this means male. And this is the kanji for person. So male person is a man. Do not confuse it with male kid. Male kid is a boy. Male person is a man. Similarly, female kid is a girl. Female person is a woman. So, 男の人, man. Similarly, 女の人, woman. 男の子, boy. 女の子, girl. Did you get the difference between ko and hito? Great. Number 21. There are all over 30 questions. Again, a time vocabulary. I don't know, I've just picked some random kanjis together. There is no specific order. This is honshu. Remember I said this kanji stands for the nuance of this, T-H-I-S. So in this word, it again has the nuance of this. The second kanji is shu, which is week. So this week, konshu. So if you mess with the pronunciation, it's okay. But the kanjis can really help you to guess the meaning at least. So yeah. Number 21 is the same, but with this kanji. If you don't know this kanji, then you might stuck. But if you know this kanji, you already know what this means, so you can guess the meaning. Time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. This is honshu matsu. This kanji is matsu, which is end or to stop, and konshu we already saw means this week. So this weekend, right? Literally. But in English we never say this weekend, like we don't specify it that way. It's simply weekend, weekend. So konshu matsu, weekend. Or even shumatsu can mean weekend. Number 22 is this. Okay, you need to pay attention to the second kanji because it's like super common. And right in this video, you will find this kanji being repeated twice. So pay attention over there. This is tenki, which means weather. The first kanji is the one which you have in heaven. And this is the kanji which you see in like air. So tenki, remember this, okay? And whenever you see this kanji at the ending position, it's generally pronounced as ki only. So yeah, its pronunciation is like, there could be exceptions, but it's mostly ki. Weather is tenki. Remember, it's a good vocabulary word. So, how's the weather over there? Thank you. Number 23 is this, and it means umi. Meaning is very obvious from the radicals. If you look at this, it looks like a drop of water, right? So this is a water radical, and this is the kanji for every. So think of it, when every drop of water come together, it forms the sea. So this means sea. You could have guessed it from the background color. I purposely used that. Psychology, human psychology. What does it have to do with psychology? Number 24 is this on your screen. You can again, no, you can't guess this one. The meaning is different from the radicals that you see. This is ashita, which means tomorrow. How do you remember this? Well, how do I remember this? This is the kanji for bright. Again, if you split this again, this is sun, this is moon. So when sun and moon come together, these two celestial objects, they become very bright, right? So this is the kanji for bright. And the second one, like we have repeated it twice in this video, the kanji for day. So bright day. Tomorrow is a bright day. Great proverb. But the meaning is bright today is tomorrow. So this means tomorrow. Number 25. I hope you guys are learning some cool facts to remember kanji along with, guys trying to guess the kanjis and your knowledge about kanji. This word, I'll give you a hint. No, I'm not gonna give it. The kanji is itself a hint, like it's very literal in its meaning. It's ko, and it means high school. Not much to explain, but this is the kanji that you see in takai, or it's like it means tall or expensive. But here it means high or tall, as in when you're talking about some height, se가 takai, that time it means tall. But here it means high. Like from the context, it means high, right? And this is the kanji which you see in gakko, right? So the ko is this kanji. And so you can guess that high school. Great. Number 26. So if you are somebody like me who, just is living on the guesswork, then kanjis are like your best friends. Friends? What? Okay, this kanji. Okay, this is kazoku, which is family. The first is the kanji for, we recently saw it. It's the uchi. But yeah, again, the what I said is proved again. Kanjis on the alone, this kanji for the alone meant uchi, but here it's representing the ka sound. So not necessarily that the pronunciation of the kanji remains the same. It can sound different on its own, and it can sound different when it is a part of a larger kanji. But the meaning turns out to be same. For example, family has something to do with house, right? So the meanings are related, but pronunciations are not always. Number 26 is this. 4, 3, 2, 1, and there you go. It's sekai, which means world. Number 27. I don't have any mnemonic, I think, for sekai. I don't know. I remember it naturally. There are a lot of kanjis I remember like that only. Okay, this is the kanji which I told you to remember. Sharp memory. It's Genki. Yeah, the textbook, right? Now, ki again remains the same. I said the pronunciation is not going to change most of the times until it is at the last pace. But the first kanji is here, Genki. Genki, which is well. Genki, well. Number 28. Before that, if you want to ask like, are you doing good? In that case, in Japanese you say doing well, doing well. So you don't have to say that doing part. You simply have to say well, genki, with a rising intonation, and that's enough. Great, right? What is this? The second kanji is the same. Only the first one has changed. Now this means byoki, which is illness. Now the second kanji is again the same, which is pronounced as ki. The very same. We saw 3 examples. Every time it was at the end and it was pronounced as ki. And the first kanji, you could have guessed it by the radical that it has. It is the radical for illness. So in most of the words that are related to illness or disease or symptoms or diagnosis and all, you will find this radical. So that's how radicals help actually. So you could have guessed it a bit. That's fine if you did. I think this was a little odd one out. So that meant illness, and 29 is this. The first kanji remains the same, second one has changed, so try to guess it. Okay, this means byōin, which is hospital. Now, the first kanji was the same that we saw, which can stand for illness here, but the second one has changed, and this can mean, the place. Yeah. So the place where illness is cured is hospital. Good morning again. Now I wanted to end this this lesson with a simple kanji, so I took this one. It's a pictograph. It looks the same as the thing that it represents. This is kawa, which is river. It does look like a river, like imagine it. On my fonts that I've used, I have just one font in Microsoft for Japanese, which is like you can see it's stiff, but I don't have the smooth font or the handwriting font out here. Maybe I have to download and then insert and do all that. So I'm using this font itself. But try to understand that the font kanjis and the handwritten kanjis are a little different. So you might not stuck while identifying the handwritten ones, okay? Mostly you don't have to identify handwritten, I don't think. It's always computer know, but still, you should know this kanji when it's handwritten. Okay, we have reached the end of this quiz. And how many marks did you get out of 30? Let me know in the comments. Which one do you think was the hardest and where did you stop? That's it. I will be back with another lesson in the next video. Till then, I want you guys to just relax. That's it. You can subscribe, share, and like, and blah, 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 whatever that is. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to all my supportive subscribers without whom this channel wouldn't have been the way it is. Not this channel, not this lesson, nothing would have been the way it is. Thanks for being there.